Thursday, we're going to be thoughting and arting. She doesn't know what she's going to be arting today. It hasn't really hit her yet.
No, I have many projects in the works here.
But anyway, she'll figure it out by the time she's done thoughting.
I'm going to be serendipitous.
Mm-hmm. This is the serendipitous one over here named P.
M.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
She was the croaky one today. Okay. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you're here. We like to know that you're here because we are an arty-friendly bunch of folks. Mainly the people in the chat. They're the friendliest of them all. Many of them are also parts of our arty group called the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists. And the reason I mentioned that right off the bat, so that way I can remember to tell y'all, it's August 1st. There's lots of things going on over there. You need to head on over and then talk to some of these people and sign up for things and do stuff. It's all there in that featured area. We've got a swap and then another swap. There's a swap of postcards. There's a swap of scraps. And then you can do the collage prompts by Eddie. And then that color combo, we're going to be doing some stuff with that today. That I do know. That I do know.
We do.
Let's say hello to folks. Give me those pinky hello, or yellow hello hands. And then that way you will show up in the participant list that I am going to read from as soon as I figure out where to click. There we go. Whew. All right, here we go. We've got Anina, Charmaine, Colleen, Cookie Wookie. That's Mo, Dory, Estella, Griffin Shell. That's Rhonda, Hoarder, Papercrafts. That's Mimi, Ketra, or Ketura. Ketra or Ketura. She likes it one way, I like it the other. And Ketra said that she doesn't mind it either way. So, you know, just saying. Little this and little that. That's Julie, Lydia, Marcia, sorry. Margie, Mark Hines, Michelle with 1 L, the Michelle with 2 L's. Panka, Ricky Nordmeyer, Rhonda is here. Sophia, Silver Grenadier, Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn. I don't know why not very many people are showing up on the list over there. Hey, Brad at Art Collective, you are new. Welcome. Hello, hello. Who else did I miss? Because I'm telling you, the list was short and I didn't understand that. Hello, Jennifer. Sorry.
Mark, did you say Mark?
Hey, Ken. I did. I think
he
so.
has a lot of hands.
He's very eager, Mark is.
he has 2 bunches.
He's one of those new kids. Like, he's shown up. He's all in. I love it.
Oh.
He's sitting right up front. Just
yeah. I'm here. You miss me? I'm here.
I love it. Hello, Darlene. Okay, and Colleen. Darlene and Colleen. I love it. Okay, so get to thoughting. Do you want me to go topside?
No.
Why you thought? Well,
no, I'm not going to thought topside. I'm going to thought top.
Yeah.
Thought
face side.
Straight on.
I like it when you keep it straight.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, let's jump right in. All right. Number 1. I even have a number 1 here.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag number 1. A reminder. Citing sources for your quotations is one of my little pet peeves, and I will nag you. I will shame you. I probably won't call the law on you, but it could show up at your door.
The quote police, you mean?
Yes. You know. Yes. Now, here are my reasons. I have them in order.
Okay.
Number 1, avoid plagiarism and jail time. Number 2, it makes you look smart when you know who said that.
I think that should be, that's number 1. You know, look out for number 1 and then, you know, worry about the law.
No, I think, well, you can't do much in jail because I don't know that they provide you with writing implements.
I'm sure they depends.
No, because you could stab yourself.
Well, that's true, I suppose.
And the third one is, it's the right thing to do.
Yes.
If you want someone to quote you properly, then you should give the same courtesy to others. And I've been seeing a lot of really great cards with cute quotations on them, and it takes very little time to look them up.
Usually,
seriously.
all you have to do is write
Type
in a few.
The first 3 words.
Typically.
Yep. Okay. So, now.
She feels very firmly about this.
I feel very firmly about that. And I found this quotation over on this new Facebook page that I joined. And
Okay.
I don't have a whole lot of Facebook pages that I do anymore.
No.
I mean, ours is just about it.
Yeah, I don't venture into other groups.
Okay, I'm venturing into this one because I like it.
Oh.
It's awesome artists around the world.
Oh.
And Lorella Mascot, who's a recent addition to Makers, I think, is the one that invited me. And
Well-
I want to thank you.
Well, that was very
Because
nice.
I think that this is where you learn. And if a whole bunch of people are telling you something, it's a lot easier than if, you just have to do it all on your own.
Did you
Plus,
answer questions to get in there?
Yeah.
Oh, you
But
did?
it was just one. It was a real easy one. I answered yes. I don't remember what the
It probably
question
was like, are you going to be nice and not,
Okay, and yes, and guess who I found over there? Wendy Ann. She posted her postcard with scraps that she got from my swap.
Oh,
I know.
nice.
Okay, so while I was there, I found this quotation. I don't know who
Hello,
this
Val.
person is, and I did not
Hey,
have.
Trish. Hey,
I-
Lori.
I forgot to look it up. I meant to, but
Oh.
perhaps someone else can. I
Oh,
will
the
spell
ir-
it for you.
The irony of that.
But I have the name down here,
Okay.
and I will spell it for you.
Okay.
The purpose of art is to raise people to a higher level of awareness than they would otherwise attain on their own. That's what, and the author of that quote is Brassai. It's Brassai. So that's, that's just, yeah. Okay, now this has to do with quotes too, and I thought it was interesting because I think I saw someone quote this, and they did have Maya Angelou down. But anyway, a bird does not sing because it has an answer; it sings because it has a song. Well, there's all this big controversy because a couple, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, when Maya Angelou, after her death, they put her on a stamp. You have to die before you get on a stamp.
Is that true?
I don't know. I just said that.
I think there's probably some living people on stamps.
But they had attributed this quote to her. Someone took issue and said, no, no, no. Joan Walsh, England, she just does the cute little round-headed people with the cute little eyes, little
Oh.
dot eyes,
Mm-hmm.
had written that in a poem.
Oh.
But when I looked it up,
You got
it goes clear back to a Chinese proverb. So basically, if you don't know who you can probably just write down Chinese proverb. You got it covered.
or just write proverb.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. If you're real lazy and you don't want to look it up.
Well, right. I mean,
that's
you
my,
know.
my thing on that. Okay. So we were talking about overlapping and creating relationships.
Oh, Marsha.
Marcia had a wonderful quote.
She was so excited about that.
I was very excited about it. And Marcia, I am sorry that I did not get it written down. I want to. I will go back and find it. But anyway, she said, yes. And we overlap in areas. And I think that this is what makes your art interesting. When you bring something in from over here, you overlap it with your art. You bring something in over here. And after a while, those overlappings are what make your style unique to you.
Yes, and interesting.
And interesting. So I thought that was a really great comment and a relating a physical aspect to a more universal
Right.
and general attitude. Okay, let me look at my list here. I think I've got everything. Oh, okay. Underneath the quote that I read you by Brassai,
Yeah.
it was from art-quotes.com.
Oh.
So,
Art
and
quotes.
that was on awesome artists around the world. And you do have to sign that you're going to be nice.
Yeah.
And then there was something else that they asked that I said yes.
Usually it's if you're going to follow the group rules and whatever.
Yes.
We have that on ours too.
Yes. And I think that this is a good place. There's good people over there. We already know some of them. So, yippee-ki-yay. Now, I do have some things in here that I might work on, but We've got to get to this.
I will say, when you're answering the questions to get into makers, if you put, I don't understand why you're asking these questions, I'm not going to let you in. Just FYI. Like,
Yeah, well, because
if you don't get why I'm asking, I don't think
you probably don't belong.
You're probably not interested in the things that are going on in the group. I mean, I feel like that's just, I'm helping you out.
Exactly.
Because somebody said that to me, and I was like,
oh, are you
okay.
kidding me?
No.
You weren't just making that
I
up.
wasn't making that up.
Dear Lord.
No, I can't make some of this stuff up.
I am constantly amazed about.
I was like, oh, well, that's an interesting answer. Nay.
The degree of cluelessness that is out there. I don't know why I'm amazed by it. Just look at. Never mind. Mariah said.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to talk about the color combo.
Top side.
Top side.
Boom.
Color combo.
Shakalaka.
Okay, and then I have to look at this. This is like the color combo right here. Whoa!
Oh. It's got some salmon in there. Burnt orange.
Oh,
and
yeah. Okay, now this burnt orange.
Pale, what was it? Pale yellow? It basically cream. I want to just say cream, but pale yellow something.
Yeah. Titan buff.
Titan buff.
Jesus.
The reason they're doing that, they're making them more specific. Because then otherwise every time it's going to be red, pink, blue. So if you are more...
For variety purposes.
Yes, to make things more interesting. And obviously just to put a little burr in your side to, you know, make...
I think it's purposeful from really where I've already expressed my displeasure at this naming of the colors.
Well, no, it's not the naming of the colors. It doesn't fit into your idea of what.
It isn't color specific. It's very wobbly.
Maybe what
I
will discuss with them actually doing Pantones. And then everybody can be on board versus just, you know, these names that you feel are, you know, willy-nilly.
They're willy-nilly. They don't give you enough information to know what kind of color you're pursuing.
Well, I think you're I think you're just being one of those people, like when you say, oh, well, you're just being obtuse. This is the opposite of that. You're being very acute, I guess, or too. Yeah. See, sometimes I know things and I was working around. Sometimes it's the angle of the dangle.
I'm gonna angle your dangle. I'm gonna get my stick back behind me here and whack you with it.
But look at that burnt orange, Titan buff.
It is salmon. It is not burnt orange. Burnt orange comes. Okay, actually says it. Quinacridone. Burnt orange. There it is. Burnt orange.
I'm gonna go
burnt orange.
Hey, lady.
This is burnt sienna. Now that's
that's what I would.
My estimation of burnt orange would be.
Okay, we're heading in the right direction.
I didn't find this, or I didn't remember it till after I already had this one down.
Thank God Carrie's not here. He's not here on Thursdays. Poor dude.
What?
I'm just telling because you're.
I already warned Eddie that I was going on a color rant today, so.
Well, Eddie's not in charge of the color thing. It's Carrie, so.
Oh.
You're already talking to the wrong people in the management. He's in charge of the color on the collage.
Why did I think it was Eddie?
I don't know. Maybe he was near.
Was
he? You're being the Karen of color. He's the color Karen.
Okay, so I got those. Then I brought in this one. This is unbleached titanium is what I used here.
Okay.
Now, you can see it definitely isn't the color that's on the outside of the tube, which I really wanted it to be more of that color.
Hi, Jeanette.
I managed to get that color here.
Hi, Sonia. Hey,
so,
Anina.
It's not that I don't know how to do it. It's just that
hey, Gerald.
It didn't really happen right there. So I don't know what, you know, I think it's in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to think that's okay.
Mo says you need to be more color fluid. Being like, you know, more encompassing.
Is she accusing me of being heavy body?
I think she's
Mo?
I think she's accusing you again of just being like, this is it and that's it. Like what your perception of one color, which we already know because of the multiple discussions with teal to turquoise. I mean, already you want to
that really gets me fired up. Okay, so I wrote this on this note, and I got to read this because this is just absolutely hysterical. So I showed the note to Mariah, and I said, okay, this is what colors I used. I used hot pink, and she says, what's roar?
Roar.
Red, orange,
Burnt
and
orange.
Titan buff.
Yeah.
That's that's their colors.
Uh-huh.
All right. So in an attempt,
Hi, Jackie.
I think this is pretty nice. I had this on there, so I just thought, well, this
Hey.
looks kind of cool.
So, Faith Powerful. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
Jocelyn.
Putting this back over here.
And I hope y'all know that a lot of that is in jest.
It is somewhat, but
She
you
does
know,
get a little fired up
just-
about it, but she does realize that, it's also kind of funny now that we poke at her about it, that she wants it to be so specific.
But I am going to continue with my point of view.
Yeah.
It's valid.
Oh, I agree with that.
If you are going to send somebody to the store to buy a tube of paint,
Mm-hmm.
you can't be telling them something like peony purple.
Well, this depends
If
on
you
which
say
peonies.
red violet, you can go to the store. You can tell somebody, they will fetch that for you.
Or Pantone.
Yeah.
I think we should do Pantones personally, just because
Okay, now
I
y'all looking at this
just a thought.
pink kitty here,
Pink Kitty got a ball of yarn, y'all.
and he got a paint job on his little body.
Yeah, she's not so,
He's not so white anymore.
I love it.
And I used this here, color change, pink.
Pink. Hi, Kim. Hey, Jerry.
Yeah. All righty. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what we're going to do. Oh, and I wanted to remind everybody, Mariah showed me, she even hooked me up some. We have more of these little.
Yeah, I
cookie
ordered
bits.
more. So if you like the paint swatch stickers from PM Artist Studio, I got more. So I think it should be listed in the shop now.
Okay. Now, I saved these because what I saved these for is on the tubes that are really skinny.
Silver Granny says when she sends Grumpy to the store for paint, she sends him with a swatch. Yeah, just so there isn't any,
Yeah, there's not any wavering
Mhm.
on that. Okay, good point. All right, I know that I can just hear everybody saying, "Oh, I can't believe you're saving that little outside thing." This really works when you have a teeny tiny little. Let me find my teeny tiny paint. I don't have a lot of them.
Is Paula here? I don't think
I
I've
haven't seen her.
Paula. So here we're bagging on the color combo so heavily, and neither one of their representatives are here to hear our,
Here to defend themselves. Well,
Yeah.
just get back with us when you do, okay?
Poor Carrie.
Okay,
We love you, Carrie.
we do love you.
I'm battling it out with her for you. I'm your.
She's definitely in your camp.
Here's a thought. I do want to know if Paula, or like here in the States, we have paint swatches at the store.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's a universal thing or if those paint brands are, I would assume that
I
in other
think they're
country they're
very-
going to be
yeah,
different.
Brand name.
So Paula's in the Netherlands. Carrie's in the UK.
Wales.
Cardiff.
Cardiff.
I don't know why you say that every time.
Welsh.
Is that right?
It is. I heard it. He said it the other day. He said it in the comments. I read it, Mariah.
I feel so dumb about that. I feel like I should know more about that.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
I have this geography channel. I haven't seen anything. I'll tell you what, this whole thing with notification is just, I don't even know what I sign up for them for. I don't know where
Somebody was saying that about the nighttime stream. I mean, it was like, I think 20 minutes after it had finished, they got the notification. Yeah.
What is the point to that?
Oh, Cardiff is indeed in Wales. Okay. I was just being more specific.
Well, you call the people from there Welsh.
Is that true?
It is. Carrie, come on.
And Carrie's not here, but Mo's representing.
Mo. Well,
She knows.
I will stand in for Paula. I believe she would say it's like Neapolitan ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Politician's not here. What
Mm-hmm.
do you want?
Hi, Lee.
Oh, we've got lots of people standing in for Paula.
Okay.
Jerry Peter says, buy your own stuff. There won't be a problem. Cardiff is indeed in Wales.
It's just like when she was telling me colors and things that I was looking for on the Blick site. And finally, when she gives me the actual, item number, I mean, I'm telling you.
It does make a world of difference.
It makes a very big, in my ability to get it done very quickly.
All right. We're making a companion cat today.
Meow.
And I want to do this right now because we can have it drawing while I'm working through, the beetle art.
Well, yes, but here's the thing, Deb. Even across the different devices that we have, this is why. And I was telling P this morning, I said, I could match the Pantone to the screen, but which screen? Looks different on my phone, looks different on every different device. So again, even though, yes, and of course,
I'm being just slightly argumentative.
Yes, for the purpose of just being funny and whatever.
Yeah, no, not funny, but, I'm putting something out there that when you're talking to serious color people, they're going to floof you off.
I don't think everybody is as serious as she is, and that's where my funniness comes in, and I'm like, listen, lady.
Yeah, but if you're talking about somebody in the restoration department.
Well, when your paintings start getting restorized.
Oh, I can start being, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we have, this one was done with the, I don't know why I can't remember that word.
What?
The wah thing.
Heat and boss.
Heat embossing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know.
It's just wah in your brain.
It's just wah in my brain. I can, wah. Okay. Anyway, I saved these so I can use them for little tiny swatches on little tiny bottles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I saved those for.
I don't know.
And I need to do some on these, except I did do these on the lids.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just because that's the way they're stacked in there. I can't see it if it's on the side. So you can always swatch on your lid.
Yeah.
Especially if it's white. These people that make black lids, I don't know where they live, but obviously their paints aren't stacked with the lid up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've got, look at this. I think this is so great. These kitties are visiting each other.
Meow.
Meow, meow. And I went ahead and put this down today so it would be dry, so we don't have that repeat.
Yeah, there was a situation yesterday.
This is the card Mariah was going to use. But if you will notice, there are little splotches in here of kind of a pinky color.
Well, it
obviously was something that I mixed in different places. And I think I started looking at this. This is web, spider web.
It is.
But it looks really cool.
And something else is with it, but I can't really.
All right. So I put some seashell is added to this. And you can see it doesn't look like it makes a lot of difference here with this outside color. But if you look at the lid color, it does. That's because it's really hard to get all that paint when you're mixing it away from the side. Yeah. So, it's not necessarily.
Now, I'm just going to give you my thoughts on this. I feel like that's more tuna than salmon. But something to consider. Tuna. Raw tuna, not cooked tuna. Different.
Yeah, okay.
I think, when we're talking about salmon, we're also talking about raw salmon, not cooked salmon. That's a whole other thing.
Oh, it is.
I mean, we're getting into this pistachio type business. Are we talking about the flipping nut or what?
Is it Pacific?
Right.
Is it farmed?
Right. How is it feeling?
Yeah.
Where's it at in its life?
Oh, yeah, because I'm telling you what, spawned out salmon are not attractive.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did you make your point?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm feeling that is very, very pink. But I also feel, that's closer to salmon to me. It's closer. Like it still needs a little yellow in it or something like that. That's my thoughts. It's my feeling.
I'm just gonna, put my color down here, and I'm just gonna
But I think if we just go on the, base level of things, that you got a pink, an orange,
I
and
have a pink, an orange, and an off-white.
There we go.
I'm happy with that. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to ombre this, and I don't know how this is going to work out, but we're going to try it. It's not going to be from lack of effort. So I'm putting the pink on the inside of the cat here, because that's where the white business is.
This is hilarious. So Jennifer, sorry, Jennifer. Oh my God, I asked the salesperson where the wah thing was earlier this week, and I was looking for it. The look on his face.
Where's your wah? Where's your wah thing?
Did you wah?
It's like, you need to go to the bathroom and wash your mouth.
What would be so hilarious if this is just happening all over the world? We've started this, People just keep coming in at all these, art stores and asking for the why.
All right. So now here's seashell, which is what I mixed with that. And I really should have mixed dune.
Yeah, dune's better.
Dune would have been better. But I'm going to use dune for my off-white.
I love it. I think so too. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Lynn had a salmon colored dress for Easter one year.
I like salmon. I like the color.
I do too.
And as long as it's light enough, I can get away with it. But if it's really dark, oh my gosh, I want you to look at that.
Well done. Camouflage kitty. Wow.
Look at that little kitty.
And here's one of the other things, because it is, so if you did have sort of the burnt orange next to the salmon, you may not see it as well. So it's nice that it has more of it, but see, look, it almost like reflects and picks up that color. So she hit it. I call this a win.
I'm going with it because, I'm
Bye, Margie. Thanks for hanging.
And I don't think that we want to make people so absolutely crazy about doing this that they don't even want to do it, because it's like, oh my God, this is complicated.
It's
just put some color on there, as long as it's in the family.
Pink, orange, and a cream.
Yeah. Off-white, pink, and orange.
Yeah.
Just use what you got. Now, I will say this. Just remember, when you're mixing...
And Eddie says, winner, winner, salmon dinner.
Hey! I thought you were in charge of the color thing.
You should go back to the...
Did you see me say I was going to do a color rant today on one of your comments?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm cleaning the kitty up.
Keep your kitty clean.
Because see those areas and those little things right there? Those get clogged up quite easily.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got a little bit of stuff to smear around here. But isn't this going to be wonderful?
Hi, Kim. That's looking good. That'll be something. Stay tuned.
This is my brayer off.
8 months from now, you'll see it. If she's feeling real frisky, could be 8 weeks. Hey, if other things happen,
just going to ignore these really negative.
They aren't. I'm loving on you with my punny fun.
And of course, we have some fluff. Somebody said, I said Mariah was a fluffer from way back.
I don't know if she really knows what that
I did
means.
say that in a comment.
I know, but I don't know if you know what that. And there's just so many people just chuckling away at that.
Look at that. So we're going to figure out how to put the fluff on the kitty once we, and really, this is not like a number anymore. This is going to be the next. This is going to be the next.
Woo!
Giveaway. I'm going to put my kitty paints away.
Okay. Okay.
Stick them back over here out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Mariah, I'm handing you this. Be careful because, it does take a bit to dry.
It does. One nice thing about the Crafter's Workshop stencil butter is that it does dry pretty quickly.
It doesn't take days. It just takes a couple of hours, really.
Yes. And one thing to keep in mind, though, is that like kind of the outer, shell of it will dry quicker. Don't be like getting all pouncy with your kitty.
Yeah. Don't be, yeah. Fluffing on your cat.
It will squish out.
It will.
You want to make sure it dries.
You will not be happy.
Before you,
and I want you to look at this. I made a little folder for my cats. Can I announce that?
Rhonda, are you cool with us talking about what I asked you about earlier?
We'll wait for Rhonda to reply.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a little folder with celestial stars and that sort of stuff, and moons.
This is their bagging and tagging. This is the start of a bag tag situation.
Hey, it works for me. I can find this stuff, and okay. And here I need to have those out here because this is my next project that we're going to work on, and it's just one of those things that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can't go ahead and do stuff because you don't have what you need.
Oh, Jerry wants to know how we got into mixed media.
Because I can't get it done with one. Basically, my skills are not good enough in any one thing.
Okay, partially it's an attention span situation.
Oh, that's not so.
She gets bored.
Maybe a little bit.
And she kind of wants to. But it really is. It does come down to, especially us working together, that the things that we enjoy are kind of, separate, but we can utilize some of those skills between the two of us. And then, the gel printing came along a little after and was just like an added tool.
It really was, because I wanted to do the gel plating for a long time because I love, I can remember 5-6 years ago.
Rhonda says, yes, go ahead and say.
Oh, I can say it. Oh, good. All right. Where's my cat?
She wanted to gel press a long time ago, but then it was like, number one, they were kind of expensive, but then it's like, they
were really expensive.
Is it
when
trendy,
they first came out.
Or is it something that I'm really going to be into? And then finally she's like, I'm doing it. She bought one, and then she sat up here for like weeks. And
I injured my shoulder.
Real moody.
I had to use a lot of Bengay.
There were moody times.
But I didn't Bengay. I just used my All right. So I went through my because Mariah said, "You've got cats.
We've got cats.
We've got cats." I said, "Well, okay. I'm going to go and find them." So this is so funny. So
here, kitty. Sorry. We've been chuckling about this cat stuff.
Okay, so we've got cats with a lot of different personalities here. I'm getting this out here. I love this one. I've got the cutout of that one.
Halloween.
But I told Mariah when I went downstairs, I said, here's what I want. I want that face right there on that cat. You see that?
Unfortunately.
It doesn't fit very well. But the idea of that, because that reminds me of a cat.
Yeah.
I love that. And then I love that spiky collar there. Because I told Mariah, I said, you got to think about, people that have pink poodles with
spiky collars.
Spiked collars with diamonds on them. That's the kind of cat we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, if you're going to get like a rocker kitty, then you need a more prim and proper kitty. Think diamonds and,
oh, pearls
and things. So you kind of
have
pearly
pussy.
The yin and yang.
It's alliteration.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, Rhonda's thinking about it's the most. It's wonderful.
She gave us.
I cannot wait till it gets here. Yeah. Unfortunately, it goes through the World Wide Web, so it's being sent here electronically.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what I did. Everyone knows that I tore off the side of the card.
Yeah.
And remember, I tore off the side of the card because it had that gunky.
Remember the thing? I was like, oh my God, what? Geez, this thing.
And that's just, and it's dangerous because it's scratchy.
Yeah.
But anyway, separated it out, and you can see, I don't know what kind of paper this is, but I just pulled that layer off with very little effort at all. Now, I saved it, not because I'm saving it, but because there's my number. And here's my number. Look at this. I've already done my restoration. Well, if I can get it off the gel plate. Really wants to suck down there on that gel plate.
Yeah, it does.
I need to get it off because we're going to do something with these leaves.
Okay.
So I glued it down to this piece of tissue paper. Look at that. So now that I can tear this out, this
It seems like you've been watching the restoration guy a lot. Like that is some kind of stuff he does.
Well, I have watched that sort of thing before. I haven't had time to, and I really want to.
Oh, it's so good.
Because I know I will love it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the original piece that I tore off the side of the card. Right there.
I think you're just getting my vibes.
I think so too.
She read my mind the other day.
I did.
Straight up.
Straight up. Said the same thing at the same time. Now, I don't want
No, she actually told me, she goes, wait. Because I was about to say it, and then she said it.
That was when we were talking about composition.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I tore off that was up in the corner.
She's saving it.
I'm saving this because I thought this might be really great for something. It certainly is kind of grody, and it
Send
looks
it
like
to one of your enemies.
it's been rough.
If you get this in the mail, you
And,
know.
with a little disclaimer, you might need a tetanus shot prior to using this. So anyway, I saved that little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
Just to share with you, the thoughts and processes that you go through.
Hi, Darcy. No worries.
Okay, now, this is where I cut all the leaves out. I'm saving these little parts because if I happen to want a stem for my leaf or something, this is it. I spent a lot of time trying to sort of match up colors with leaves and whatnot. And then I just was like, oh, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I am just going to go for it. I don't really care if it matches exactly because it's going to be a whole different thing anyway.
Yeah.
So here's how I did this because I wanted it on both sides. Because I'm
like, what was that little, like, well, that was interesting. Because it's stuck? Is that?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were surprised at what was happening on the backside or what.
Yeah, because this mat still
sticking.
has a little bit of stickum to it. But you can see. And the reason is because I'm not going to glue them down totally. I'm going to kind of let them stick up.
Hey, Linda.
So they have kind of dimension.
Love it.
And I might even have enough leaves to get back to my leaf packet. Kind of excited about this.
Yeah.
All right. So now you see the leaves. And what I did, here they are. I did one side while they were all together. Stamped on the...
You didn't tell me to come up here and like, I didn't video the back side of it. So now you've, and she even did a little snap thing.
Yeah. Well, what I did is I just made a whole bunch of plain sheets of gel plating and then I stamped on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I changed the color in this ink thing again.
Mm-hmm.
But I did put some things on the front that indicate what it is.
Oh, nice.
So that you don't accidentally get it.
Right.
Okay.
Are y'all following all this? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah. And here
It got real quiet over there. I worried. Like,
Are you, did you like say, okay, I'm done with this. I don't need this anymore. I don't understand. So I'm going to go take a nap or, have a snack.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I did. I just stamped on the back side of the leaf after I cut it out. And I made sure I left a little leeway around the edge so I didn't have to, match it up like
oh, yeah, that was
super
smart.
exact.
Yeah. Because you usually
And here's what's really cool about these stamps that Brad designed. They're going different ways.
Brad did not design. Well, I mean, he did flip them. That we did do. But the design is by Safia.
Ah, Safia. Okay, so here's what's cool. So this one on the back side is this way, but on the front side, it's this way.
So you need both.
You need both. If you're going to cut them out, and then they get...
You're doing two-sided.
Oh, look at that lovely nail color there.
Yeah, she's a squirrel.
Yeah. Okay. Who said I don't do my nails? That I think everybody got that. If you have questions about that, ask them. Mariah will tell me. Well, sometimes she does.
Well,
tell
4
me.
people left.
4 people left said I'm gone. Oh, and I want you to notice. I'm going to put this up. This is how I spatter with a toothbrush.
Oh, good God. Where did you spatter?
Hey, I did put a little thing around it.
We built a little tent.
And I'm telling you, with the whole thing with the toothbrush, it's very site specific.
I don't like it because it's too small a spatter.
It is very small spatter, but I wanted that because I wanted to get the idea that it was kind of that mucky stuff left on the plate, you know, that happens after a while.
Oh, Deb says she needs a real full-time demonstration of the special two-sided leaf technique. Basically, all it was is like, remember, she did these full sheets a while back.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can do it.
Oh.
Shoot. I mean, it's not going to take any time at all.
Paula, you missed a lot of talk about you and Carrie and the color combo and all kinds of things. I just want you to know right now, I apologize for this one over here. I'm trying to contain her. But.
Oh, she doesn't care.
Paula doesn't know. I don't think so. I think she thinks you're funny.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. That's what I tell myself.
All right, I'm just going to leave this one on here because I spent a little time getting all those. They don't just fit on there and just, you know, like, that's sweet.
You don't just throw them on there and they're just right.
They're kind of a little bit of a
planning,
finicky thing there. Okay, so here's my beetle card.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, all right, now I know what colors I've got here.
Oh, yes. That's a good call, Miriam. She says, you know, like, if you don't have both sides of the fish, or if you want the, now, obviously, it's going to have the detail if it's a detailed stamp. But you can use the back side of the foam stamps to do a full silhouette.
Oh, yeah. True.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could carve your own back on it, too, if you wanted to. If you're really, you know, that
foam's a little tricky.
Tricky. I wouldn't. Yeah, it's hard. I have a hard time getting them apart. Yeah, that. Okay, so fortunately, I have my new bottle of green gold.
Sophia says, wait, what? Surely you don't just throw them up in the air and then they just all land all done. Glorious P.
Oh, I know. I do have my skills, but yeah, that's not one of them. All right, so I'm going to put a little of this blue. I can't remember if I used this or not. A little bit. Then I'm going to use some of this this stuff. Thin's acrylic colors for spraying. Airbrush medium.
But we're not spraying. We're gel printing.
Yes, give it a good couple of.
Why did you
and the reason I'm doing that is because it's going to keep it from because I'm using fluid acrylics here,
mm-hmm.
and I really want them to mix together well.
Okay.
Oh my! Well, I think I'll wait and do that on the next one.
Eddie said that looked kind of weird out there, like poop.
What?
Like bird poop out on the plate, you know?
Oh, over here?
No, when you put the paint down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do this on the others, but this is.
You feel like that's something
leafy.
Mm-hmm. It's something. Oh no, you shaking the bottle was weird.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought, Jeanette. Hello, Ellen. Sorry. And those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those pinky hello hands and then give you those thumbsy upsies. You know, down there right below P, there's a thumbs up thing.
Yeah, so, look at that. Isn't that great?
I mean, fabulous. Built-in.
Holy moly.
Built-in leafiness.
Built-in leafiness. I'm going to try some different stuff here. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, once I get started on this, they'll have to holler at me and say.
We may no promises.
We're not going to be using that one.
No.
Well, that saddens my heart.
Just
I love that color.
Chuck it.
And believe me, once they get that hard, you can't get them out of there.
It's become one.
Me, I have tried.
It's become one with the
vessel. All right, here's some stuff. This is Lucas Krill. Oh, let's see if Lucas is still. Oh, Lucas is getting mighty close to.
Oh. Yeah. Good golly. I mean, it's almost
see that?
putty.
That's about ready to start making buttons with. Remember when I made buttons?
Remember her buttons? Her brown ones that look like little poo buttons.
We'll shoot a little of this stuff in here. I probably should put some of this in there and probably save it.
Good. It seems like
let's see.
Still at a phase of redemption. Hello, Kit.
I'll just kind of shush it around in there and give it a little chance to kind of meld and
think about itself.
It may be past that. It's not moving around very much here.
Even with some convincing, it is not taking.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's just. I'll squish it over here and mush it around on my paper and do something with it. I mean, you know.
So the Lucas Krill that she used was the Pasto stuff. So it's our heavy body.
Yeah, and it's, to be perfectly honest, it's probably what, a year old.
Oh no, I bet that's 2 or 3 years old now at this point. Her time, her sense of time is
moves faster when you're having fun. I've been having a lot of fun, but I'm not going to waste it, even though it isn't, because it's a lovely color.
You can spackle something with it,
and it'll be a great background.
Yeah,
but it is definitely on its way to
good night, Jerry,
becoming a solid.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I'm going to show you my technique for. I don't know what that was.
Probably.
My technique for spattering. Mariah makes fun of it. I need to get this off here because it still is wet enough that it can, inadvertently stick to something and become a pain in the duty.
Mm-hmm.
Just about licked the finger that had paint on it. Okay, so basically what I do is I take some of my washout mixture, like this stuff right here. You can see what color it is down in the bottom, sort of, kind of. Flip it out here. And what I did do is I added some of the...
You've been adding that to your washout.
I've been adding both of them. Now this... But I have been writing on here. You will be proud of me. Look at this. Okay, this one says airbrush medium added. And this one says airbrush. Well, gosh darn it. I know. Oh, here.
It's right, Paul.
This one. Plus 800. Low crazing.
GAC.
Yeah. Okay. Might use a little of that.
The GAC is golden acrylic.
And this is a bottle that was... It had a tiny little bit down in the bottom. So.
And supposedly the GAC 800 is really good to prep wood surfaces.
Yeah. Low crazing. So it's keeping the paint together. It's bonding the paint together. Now this is just making it, thinner.
A little this, a little that.
A little this, a little of that.
You end up somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle. Then we're going to bring in a little bit. Remember, we're making green. We're making a green that's going to go with the bug.
What's that one? Do you have it open?
Well,
your nose is clogged.
Her nose is stopped. Oh, holy.
Dazzle.
That'll be way too much.
Oh, that's kind of harsh with the... I want people to know that I'm sitting over here in a white shirt and I'm a little concerned.
Now you do get a really inky
Is this how you
stained fingernail.
Hi, Apple.
Okay, we'll let that sit over here and dry while we're messing about with this over here. And clean that.
The airbrush medium, it thins out the paint. In fact, so it's meant to be added to like the fluid acrylics already to thin them out further for airbrushing. Like that's its purpose. Now, what we love about it is it does thin out the paints and makes them even just ever so slightly more transparent. You know, we love some transparency. We love to be transparent around here as much as possible.
Well, sometimes.
There's some things y'all don't need to know.
Oh, look, we're still picking up some of the... looks like a fox.
But it also...
Or a mermaid.
One of the added cool things to it is that it creates a really nifty sheen.
It does. It really
satiny.
does.
Actually, saw even a little beyond satin. It's somewhere between satin and gloss. It's just really nifty. Velvety, almost.
Velvety. Yes, it is. It's just really
Hey,
just
Susie.
a super, super nice sheen to the, okay, nowhere. There it is.
And those of you that have come in, do give your thumbsy upsies. Do not forget.
If you don't have this color, you need it.
I think she says that every time.
You need it very, very badly.
And you know what's funny is usually whenever people are asking about your favorite colors, you don't go to that one. But I do know that that is one of your favorites.
All right, this is a little bit wowie, zowie. But I'm going to show you how you take that down in just a real quick, and then I will get on with it here. Oh, look, I'm getting some of my lines up. Finally.
That is an added plus to the fluids of any sort, or by making it more fluid-like.
And look what Mariah bought me. She bought me the big jar. Look at that nice little paint swatch there.
Mm-hmm.
I always like to do it because sometimes I feel, but look, that was really spot on. Kudos. Good job there.
That is the green gold. She loves the green gold. And then this is the, well, I think you just saw that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Transparent red iron.
That's the name of it. Green gold, right? Green gold?
Green gold.
Yeah, golden, green gold. And that particular one is in the fluid. I think those are easily becoming kind of some of your most favorites. Versus heavy. But here's the thing. You kind of need a little bit of everything. Not to say that you need it all, but you need a little bit of everything.
Now, do you see that sheen that you're getting there? This is what Mariah was talking about.
It's just
that
really
surface
cool.
quality can only be achieved using this product. But look at it's got some wonderful crazing out there from early on that has suddenly just picked it all up and almost just cleaned this booger off, like except out there where it's got a little bit of Lucas. I'll just smear that around a little bit and then it'll be a little
Buff it out.
Fluff it out.
Hi, Dawn. No worries.
Okay. So now we're ready. Now we're ready to stamp, and I'm going to show you. I'm very proud of this stamp color because it was a bit of a whip. This one, this stamp pad started out as black.
Was it?
Many years ago.
Yeah.
One of the first ones I think that we had, and I was like, we had 3 different blacks, and I'm like, you know, how many blacks do you really need? And besides that one, this one didn't work very well anyway. I'm just going to start.
Repurpose.
We're going to put some more colors in here. And I think I started off with red.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember. I should have saved that thing.
Yeah.
I took off.
You know,
that's kind
pretty much all of your products need some kind of timeline. That would be really.
You need to make me a little thing that has a little
star date
gauge on it.
Star date. Captain's log.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to shoot a little bit more red out here because as I remember from the browns that I was coming up with, it wouldn't hurt if they had a little bit more of a. And this is not red. This is vermilion. It's a re-inker, archival ink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're worried about that. Okay. Go. My credit card. Swish that ink around. I don't know if that makes a whole hill of beans difference. Somebody told me to do it. So I do.
Yeah, yeah, like a whole little flipboard or something. Okay, so this is leaf side number 1. I really love this print.
Okay, now don't forget to use both of your leaves because remember,
nice.
They're going to go different ways.
Now, one cool thing about, if we laugh, but like, it's just so how we operate around here. Nothing, unless it is brand new, can we guarantee you that
unless you see us taking the plastic off of it.
Do not ever like think that we have not altered it in some way. But one of the advantages to that is it's just a very whimsical way to operate in life. And then it's also adds some cool variety to, because you can even see within those particular stamped leaves that there's variation in there, because even how she puts down the ink onto the ink pad, it's creating a more interesting variation of the color.
Gosh, I really like these. I might have to go ahead and...
These might be the leaves.
This might be it. Who knew?
Well, you need to give it a minute because she's stamping on top of paint. So even though it's archival and all of that, it needs to dry.
A little bit to dry. All right, we'll put that aside. Well, let's see if our spatter... Oh, our spatter's a little bit wet, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Not for what?
The spatter isn't going to matter.
The spattering of the matter doesn't matter. Matter spatter. Mm-hmm.
But look how good that looks.
Devin.
Now what I'm going to do, while I'm doing this, I'm going to have Mariah cut out the leaves on this one.
Do we feel that they are dry enough to be handled?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Because I might use some on my packet, my pouch. All right, now you can see that spattering wasn't. It's not like Mariah's spatter. Her spatter is very visible. This is a finer version. So if you want finer spatter, use a toothbrush. Now, you can really wet that toothbrush up and get some pretty good size. I mean, you know, you can dip it in some stuff that has some...
And then it...
and, yeah. Then you can...
yeah.
But anyway.
I can also get little spatter with the way that I do
that because I need to, before Mariah... Oh, no. She needs to cut them out, and then I need to do them on the other side.
That's exactly right.
But you know what? I just thought... I could go ahead and just do the back side of this.
Well, the green
and then cut them out.
And that seems like it would be probably easier.
But it is really nice to have this. What did I do with it? Hold them in place while you're I mean, I really do think you could.
I don't really know what you're talking about.
All right, if I go ahead and do the same thing I did on this side with, you know, colorizing it.
Yeah, making it green.
Then you cut out the leaf. Then I can come in and stamp.
It seems more efficient.
It kind of does. But then you wouldn't have something to hold it in place. And you wouldn't have, I don't know. I really like, the reason I like doing it like this, because on this side, this is kind of light. So on this side, I can go dark. And I don't know that I'd necessarily think about that.
I think you're overthinking it, but
I probably.
I mean, it's sure nice to have a little moment in your brain. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Okay, have a little moment in your brain. Hello. All right, here's airbrush medium. So we're going to look at our color on this side.
Monkey.
This is kind of this color already, so I think we need to go more of a dark green. And how do we make a dark green? Well, we've got some stuff going on out there, but I don't know that that's it. And that's not enough to use anyway. So let's
Jenkins.
Jenkins, but I think Jenkins with a spot of, oh, Izzy needs to come and fix
peel your stuff. That's kind of a gross
peel
looking
my
one.
stuff for me. All right, so let's have a little. Smart, I said
all in good time, Lori. Now I can't guarantee you that it's going to be today, and I just want to, give a little disclaimer to everybody that's new, because we got a lot of new folks here. The way that things happen over here at PM Artist Studio are more evolutionary. They evolve over many streams, is what I'm trying to get at. Things that you may see in one stream, it might be a little bit, 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. Those are our favorite. That's our
such BS. Such BS.
I don't know if I have that on the PM-isms, but I do think that it deserves some kind of definition over there. I don't know exactly what we should refer to that, but it is funny, and we should forever. Yeah. Anyway, so she has a pouch that she has from when she was building pouches. And some of those got finished. And some of
the pouches did.
And there's a green one sitting over there that's what she's thinking about, possibly utilizing these leaves. We were also kind of in a discussion about, well, one of the reasons the leaves came back out is because she destroyed the bug card. See, this is how things happen. One thing leads to another, then to another, and then she squirrels, or then she's making things for that thing plus the other thing.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so that's how we're operating. And then we also thought we might even make a kitty card. Should I tell them about that? The kitty in the bush. Well, now I've already said it. We're going to do some kitties in the bush, because we also think that is funny.
We think it's hysterical. I think it's...
So we're making, some of the leaves are going to end up being...
Jenkins just hopped right out of that top shelf, and, guess he wants to visit those down below.
Jenkins. Susan does have a pouch. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She got...
Thank you, Vale.
She got the side asymmetrical.
Yeah. Be prepared to alter your plant. I need that on a shirt for us. Unfurling art daily. 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. 8 years. I mean, it could.
Okay, I don't want this to be opaque, so I can't add white to it.
Right.
Do you understand that this is where this
thinning it out,
this stuff here comes in very handy?
Bye, Paula. No worries. Hi, Elizabeth.
All right, I'm just going to start and just get some stuff down here in places, because this is how I do it. I don't know what I'm...
you need yellow. I was about to say, yep, you need some yellow. Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that this does is it gets rid of that white edge that you've got going on here.
Yeah.
Okay, I just get some down there, and then I take my brayer and I do this.
What's going to happen is then, these leaves that are over here on the brayer off are probably going to be some of the other, it'll be the next generation.
All right. Mess that about there. I always like my brayer offs to have a little, interesting stuff on them to mess around with.
Well, the reason that she wants to make these double-sided is that she doesn't want to glue them down flat. She's going to make them more, layered, and again with the whole connection, even though it's going to be layered on top of one another, but there's still going to be some lift up, and you're going to see that. So it was important to keep that looking like, it wasn't, it was on purpose.
Yeah. And I'm also making sure that we don't have any white showing.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 purposes here on doing the back side and the front side of these.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if, Obviously, if you're gluing them down flat, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, that would be a bit,
That's
like
kind of a
overkill. Now, that being said, if you had them extra ones and then you wanted the variety because, the fronts and the backs are going to be different, that's something.
All right, now, Mariah, I'm going to demonstrate how you cut these out.
Okay. Appreciate that.
All right, so I know I've got them going different ways here, and I don't really care about that, but one of the things I like to do, I like to get them off of here in bunches.
Right. More
groupings.
manageable pieces.
Yeah. And I think, if you do your fancy cutting like that.
Bye, Anina. Thanks for hanging.
I think you'll be much happier. Because it's a lot easier to deal with this little piece here than that great big whole piece of.
Mm-hmm.
And I like a little more left out here on the end, Mariah. Like that.
Okay. I'm with you.
Just simply because it gives me a little more wiggle room when I'm coming in with my
backside stamping.
Backside stamping. Exactly.
Gotcha.
All right. You have your own scissors. I'm not passing you my scissors.
Okay. I do have my own scissors.
And these are really nice leaves, so
Yeah.
They will be utilized. Alrighty. Let's get back to it.
What's next?
What's next? What's next is we're going to put these on the bug. What happened to my bug? Oh no.
The bug has been assimilated.
Ah.
Hi, Imelda. Hello to all of those. Hello to everyone that has come in. Do say hello in chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already.
Okay, so we've got the bug here, and I've got my leaves laid out here so I can see them. And I think that's really important. Oh, don't you be sticking down there, you little bugger. To be able so that you can kind of decide what am I thinking about here? Well, I'm thinking about I want the ones in the background to be darker, have more blue content to them. Ones that are coming forward are going to be, but see on this one, I really love that. And I do have a lot, so I'm going to turn that one over and put that up here. I'm going to look at, oh, and I really like that one too. All right, how about this one? Well, kind of messed up on the edge there. I think that we can use that one down here in this corner. Okay. It's kind of like tiling a roof or putting shingles on a roof.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I can actually just glue this down on the edge there. Then I can still scoot one under if I want to, or I can put one on top. I did paint this background here just simply because if I have spaces where there's a little bit showing through, it's not going to be white. That makes sense. Well, there is some white out there, but for the most part. All right, so we're just going to start here. And I will come back and cut off, or Mariah will, cut off the edge here.
Jennifer, see? You're on the right path with us. She said she had completely forgotten why the leaves were being made.
Somebody mentioned that they wanted to see the process. I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Imelda. She doesn't ever read me this stuff. I look fab in her hat.
Hey, P, you look fab in your hat. Melda says so.
Well, it's not the same now, Mariah, because I read it without you telling me.
Uh-huh.
I love glitter glue.
Yes, you do.
I really honestly do. Now, I did make some of the bigger leaves. I just, I don't know if
Hi, Norma.
Is something that I want to do, but I do kind of like that one there.
Yeah.
But see, I really like that edge right there. I want somehow or other to get that on there. That might be one for up there.
I want you to know these leaves are sticky.
Well, they are a little bit. All right, now we have another one that's a little bit blue. So that's good. I don't like that one, though. I think that one's... You know what
That's
this
so good,
thing
Jennifer.
about
Thank
going
you.
here is this mat.
Here, Jennifer
It's
says,
a crap mat.
here, you'll enjoy this. I may be new, but I was pretty confident that P was going to get us somewhere eventually. She
Bless
loves
your
these.
heart.
Trust the process. This explains so many things. I love y'all. I do indeed. Oh, Devin says she says she wouldn't cut them off. She just hang them over the edge and leave it like that.
Oh,
I kind of like that.
well, yeah.
And you know, we're not putting it in any specific envelope, like it doesn't have to fit anything. So I don't see why not. Right, one of these leaves you overlap, so you know one's losing its tip. Just telling you.
Sometimes you do have to make decisions about which one you're going to sacrifice.
Somebody had to sacrifice a tip.
Oh, I love that one. See, look at that. Have a lot of personality.
Eddie agrees with this.
He does?
Mm-hmm. With this leaving the, you know.
Oh, the weird edge?
Yeah. I think I like the idea.
Trying to get one that's a little bit different, you know.
Am I keeping these parts?
If it has color on it, yes. If it just has white on it, no.
I'm just gonna let you decide that situation. I'm just gonna put them in a little baggie.
Dadgummit. See what that just did?
Oh.
Hey, no worries. I can fix that.
But prime example of, you know, there's a sweet spot of time when you're working with your...
And I was not being, because I was, you know, yada yada and
Yeah.
talky.
But this is kind of like some people when you're new to gel printing and you have your paper stick, it's all due to that dry time, and
Yeah.
there's that spot where it's gonna tear. Okay.
I really would like to have another one of these leaves in just in the next size smaller here. And I bet everybody else out there would also.
Listen here, lady.
It could be a three for set, Mariah.
Why would it be 3?
Because, oh, actually be 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one already comes in a lot of sizes. And technically, it would be the 5th size because this has the itty bitty one where were being.
Oh yeah. Well, the itty bitty one, yeah. But that's just for very special circumstances.
Yes, special.
And I will say, what are you laughing about? This one mixture, the 100 stuff.
Hey, Deb is enjoying this very much.
Is very gluey.
Very gluey.
I think you could actually use it for glue. I don't know that.
Marina would like to point out, did anyone mention how nicely P's bracelets coordinate with this postcard?
And I do have more purple bracelets, but
I have them.
they're down below.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. You have a nice little background, whatever there.
Mm-hmm. And Miriam, the thing I laughed about was Miriam says, "Tell it to my people, Mariah.
Tell it to my people.
Sacrifice the tip." Took her a minute, but
I'm just trying to get these on here at different, angle of the dangle is important.
They noticed. Everybody's.
Is everybody on board with that?
And see, she's very excited that I told her about this. Sometimes she comes back and reads the chat. And if I hadn't read that to her, she would be like, "I can't believe you didn't tell me when somebody said how nice my bracelets matched everything."
That sounds
Did it sound
really terrible the way you say it.
Oh.
I am sure that that is not how I have delivered it.
Oh.
That's what I'm going with.
Yes.
Well, I'm losing my really cute little funky corners, but I guess that's okay. We don't.
Yeah. I think.
I just have to make sure I'm not getting this glued down to the.
Yeah.
God knows that has happened.
I like that you're doing a green project on a green mat.
All right. Yeah. This is not so much that you can see under the leaf here. But, if they get turned up or whatnot, there you don't see any white on the leaves.
And it creates shadow versus a high contrast situation.
Okay, I'm loving that, but I know that if I put that down, then I'll put something else on top of it, and that's going to make me kind of a little bit angry.
Yeah,
I like that. But I'm not going to waste that leaf, that good leaf. I'll just put this one down here.
There you go.
That looks like it's pointing right into the bug's head. I don't know if that's good.
Why not?
Angle the dangle a little bit like that. Now look at that. Isn't that just cute as it can be?
Oh, and they want to hear about your bracelets.
Oh, about my bracelets. Oh, look at 1, 2, 3, 4 I made from paper mache and gel prints and frottage. Yes.
And then that one's Bakelite.
And this one came from Ingrid.
From the MoMA.
Yeah, and it even has a fancy little thing in there. And then this bracelet. One is, as Mariah said,
but it's too big.
Bakelite. But isn't it cool? Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, she made those. Hey, we have some started projects back here in the, started bracelet projects. She uses the tape. She keeps the tape rings and then basically kind of paper maches them. Actually here, good God. I mean, I got the examples. Why not? Look, we got a project in a bag. I kid you not when we say it hasn't been bagged and tagged, but see, look. Although it's going to be backwards for y'all, but.
Oh, look at that. What do you think about that one there? I think that's lovely.
I love it. Here, show them here.
Oh, my bag of bracelets at various stages. Yeah.
We have video. We did video. Streams. I don't know if it was video or stream.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I've got one in the making here. Look at that. That's going to be a humdinger.
Yeah, that's some.
That's going to have. But the thing is, they're featherweight. They may look really big and clunky and heavy, but they're not.
That's one nice thing about making them like that, because some jewelry is really like heavy.
Oh, I have a Bakelite bracelet that it gives me arm fatigue.
Why are you so tired? I've been wearing this jewelry all day. I've been wearing this
bracelet all day.
Such hard work looking so fabulous. Now bring me a cup of water.
Cup of water and a good stiff drink.
I can't lift my arm anymore. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, Dana, hello. She's sorry. She's late. No worries.
Well, I'm going to aim that one out. I don't know why I can't have some aiming out.
Apple made a woven Deeder.
Spell it.
Dear. Smells good. I don't know. It's something woven, and it's a bracelet. Some woven thing. Paper mache, gel print, and what else? Oh, yeah. So hopefully that explained everything. But yes, basically, 10 foot. Like if you tape rings, you know, the like masking tape, the inner ring, those are great to start out with as a size. But I guess it depends on, you know, your hand size and what, you know, find just something that'll.
I really hadn't anticipated doing any on this side, but since everybody thinks that I don't have to worry about the size of this, and I got consensus on that.
You're all in.
I'm all in. I'm just fitting those leaves in there right around that little bug.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Oh. Just apologies you know, ahead of time. Again, it was a much older video. We have gotten better. We probably should do that video again. I just, part of that is just our equipment. Like there was a time, like we spent the first year with a very finicky laptop. Like, I mean, each time we started a stream, it was like,
we just
come
said
on,
a little
baby.
prayer.
Just get us through this. And the fan would go off.
And it would do
you know.
Yeah.
We just.
Now, I don't want a leaf to poke him right in the butt.
Don't poke him.
That would be rude.
Don't poke him in the bum.
There, look at that. That just kind of goes around the corner.
Perfect.
There.
Like he's making a little bed. Leave them as is. And she's excited about that. I don't know that this one's going to be going in the box.
In what?
In the box. Like if you were doing the one side, I think it was still going to fit in the box. But this new layout, I'm not sure.
I think that this might be a framer.
It might be. Let's put it on the wall.
And I don't like that leaf because it's exactly the same as the one underneath it. So I'm going to pull that leaf up and put another one down.
Did I need to cut these other ones? Do you
Only if you want to.
Okay, because I think they add a different element that I don't know that you need in there. Because they have more browns than these. I think this is more for your pouch. But at this point, you may not have very many for your pouch. I don't know. Oh, good gosh, she's chasing it. Did you get it? Occasionally lift. Ta-da! I love it.
Oh, the number.
I was going to say, you need to get your number on there. You can tuck it in the leaves. Oh, gosh, we only have 30 minutes. Well, 37. Hi, Kathy. Welcome, welcome.
All right. Now, I'm really glad that I have some of that goopy leftover paint here.
Oh, hey, Jose.
So what I'm doing is where my tear marks were. I'm just putting a little bit on the edge of that tear mark there.
I applaud this. Hey, Fran.
Hey, Fran. We're talking about making your bugs into stamps. Are you down with that? What do you think about right there?
Yeah, I like that. I think you should come up a little bit, just there. I mean, like, it can still be hidden a little bit behind that one leaf, but not all the way down in there.
Or I could just give up the ghost and put it right there in that corner.
I don't like that.
Put it right here in his crotch.
Don't do that. It's like you pooped it out.
How about that?
That's okay.
I think it goes better with the background.
Okay.
On this one. Well, this is number 26, everybody.
The second version of it. I don't think this one gets a postcard back. Well, it kind of already had one.
It has what?
Postcard back.
Oh, yeah.
You'd already kind of done one. But
Yeah.
postcard from the jungle.
Yeah, I could just keep adding leaves.
We save them for your... She's just enjoying the stacking of leaves. It's satisfying some things.
It is sort of satisfying. I could put that big green one up there. That looks kind of cool. That kind of balances out that. Except that's not the best leaf. This one is, but then I lose that cool. Oh, that looks kind of good.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
I kind of do.
This is how she makes soup, too. Just keeps getting
Pardon?
bigger. Yeah, Eddie says frame this puppy.
I know, right? How about that?
It needs to dry. And probably needs to be in a shadow box of some sort. Here's something to consider. If and or when you are framing, especially acrylic painted items, you do not want them touching the glass. Some of y'all probably know this and it seems obvious. Some of y'all may not know that. But I just wanted to say, it has to be like you need a mat or more than one mat to keep it away from the glass. Huh?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
Because no matter what, that acrylic paint it sticks. And then it ruins the artwork. Vale says, P, put that on a white backing with black hieroglyphs and frame it, then send it to her.
I think it's really, I like it.
Well, and if you wrote in hieroglyphs, bug off. That would be funny.
Okay, hey.
Yeah, you got 30.
This is 31 cards I've got done.
Well, I mean, you sort of already had it done.
Well, I know, but
this was just
not
right.
Technically.
We've
got a whole bunch of these for our.
Yeah, and here's another
our kitty. Oh, yeah.
Kitty in the bush.
Kitty in the bush. Got lots of variety. I think that's very important.
Shall I cut these out now, or just do you want to keep it?
Well,
you have all of these. Here are all of those. Because you got to do the back side.
I've got to do the back side. Yeah, okay. And I don't want to mess that up because that's really nice.
Do you want to do let me just go ahead and cut. See, I'm gonna put these a little close together, lady. Saying. What am I trying?
You want them as close together as you can possibly get without them touching. Because remember, you want the edges, you want to make sure that you've got that white edge taken care of.
You should do your bigger plate.
I have to pull something off of it.
Well, I mean, is it something
people
would like? Oh,
yeah, there's some smushy stuff on it.
Because you promised kind of the full process, and you once again, sort of squirreled, and
you're throwing stuff at me, and I'm getting them mixed up with the others that already have two backs on them. Okay, Mariah says we need to use the big one because of...
Yeah. There's more leaves coming. Hold on.
There's more
leaves. Because you're doing them, you might as well just get them all worked out here. And then that way Deb has seen the whole process. I mean, it wasn't, totally sequential, but, I think one fell in between here.
It did.
You got these little boogers right close to each other.
You can do it, Mariah.
I'm working on it.
I have utmost faith in your ability.
But no complaints on, why are these so small? Well, not a lot to work with there.
Some of these are not very pointy. I like them pointy.
I know you do.
You might think that that might not matter right now about how close that was, but in the end all be all, you can tell which ones Mariah cut out. They have nice little rounded points on them. Mine all have sharp, pointy, dangerous points. Well, she got kind of pointy on that one. Now, I better get this other mucky muck off of here. This could really mess up the whole.
Yeah. Oh, all the students tomorrow will appreciate it too, she says. She appreciates it.
Appreciate what?
You showing the whole process.
Oh. Well, this is the whole process here, ladies and gents. From the get-go.
Okay, I got 5 more.
We'll be able to accommodate. Well, these are kind of wet. I bet they stick a little bit.
Yeah, they are sticky.
I hope we don't pull off paint.
We shall see. I think because it doesn't have that airbrush medium in it, it seems like...
Look at that spatter on there.
Oh.
It's awesome.
Wow.
All right, I've got to fetch my... Now, I thought this was a pretty good color. Didn't you think this was a good color?
Yes, I am very pleased with that color. It's a nice kind of...
Reddy brown?
Reddy brown, but then it really does have a cool variation to it.
Well, that's because when you really push down on it, you're still getting some of the black residue that's on there from...
Right. From the previous.
Yeah.
So not really from the stamp pad, but from the stamp itself.
I think so. It could be the stamp pad.
Apple wants to know what shade of ink that was. Were you not there for that whole explanation? Apple. She came in after that, I guess. It's a mix. So it started out as a black stamp pad, and then she's added colors.
I've added
vermilion
to it. Vermilion mainly. But I did also add a little bit of blue. You know what happens when you mix blue and red together.
Yes, and these were designed by Sophia. And there's all sorts of sizes. This was kind of one of those bigger sets that you can get it. The leaf, you know, you get kind of points both ways. And then it comes in various sizes. Yes. Oh, and here I made a little packet of your outer bit. Here, I don't know if you want to.
No, thank you. Yes, I'm keeping that together with that over there.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's an itty bitty one. And I mean, it is like super tiny.
Cut some of these a little close, Mariah.
I had to. Someone stamped them very close to one another. Amanda. Oh, no, glad you made it home. Yeah, see, that one, like, you chunked in the side of the leaf, so I tried to give it more over on the one side,
right,
but
because I can make it go behind something and
tuck it in.
Tuck it in. Oh, that one.
Oh, Dawn, so what you have, if you want the emojis, now sometimes Brad gives the Powsie Wowsie membership, which is just our only membership here on YouTube, but that's how you get the special little emojis. And your name lights up in green and you get a little, thing next to your name. And there's the sign up for it.
All right, well.
I was wondering if somebody's gonna, say something about all that. Yes.
What?
It's the RuPauling.
The what?
Oh yeah, that's the website. That's the one on the website. Powsie Wowsie. That's the hashtag I put. Oh, YT perk. There you go. See, Mo knows. I don't remember all the hashtags. The points are separate because points are over on the website. Nothing to do with YouTube.
See, this isn't so very messy because you're just down right on it.
Says her finger.
Wash up a bit here before we go to
the
next stage of. I probably should let that dry a little bit, but I'm in a hurry, so
yeah.
I cleaned off the ball on my glue. I didn't even know it was red. It was just muck.
No, points they expire in a year from the time that you acquire those points. No, you get them for a year. Oh, I like this yellow first. I think that'll brighten them up.
It's the stinky yellow.
It's the stinky yellow. Now, once you turn your points into coupons, you have 30 days to use that coupon. That is true. Because I was trying to think, where's she picking up on that 30 days? And then I was like, oh, yeah, I just wanted to double check that. But yes, once you convert your points into a coupon, that does expire. So don't just go willy-nilly and about turning it over to, turn it into a coupon right when you're using them. Yeah. Oh, did you turn them all? Well, I don't think you can, you can only do like 20% at a time. Like if you have that many points. Yeah.
Kind of go like this.
Yes, because you'll see it from a little bit of a...
See if you've got any white edges showing. That's one of the main reasons that I do this.
Yeah.
Now, if you just were worried about your edges, see, there's an edge right there. You wouldn't have to stamp them on the back. I mean, that's kind of an extra.
Yes.
Extra step there.
Extra
step.
Yes, batch prepped leaves. Apple loves them.
These come off better when they're ever so slightly dampy. If you let them dry, you may lose an end.
It's another way to lose a tip. There's some tips on tips.
Yeah.
How to keep yours.
All right, now I'm going to flip my...
What do you got going on there, lady?
Oh, if I use the back side of this, it won't stick.
That's right. Slicky. Not sticky.
Well, at least not so much. Now we'll get this dude out of here.
She is pretty good at the batching of things. She likes to make... She's a mass maker. She really is. Like when she makes ATCs, there's no such thing as making one.
Oh, yeah. I have, like...
That's why we got a box.
A flight.
Yeah.
And usually they kind of have, like...
Well, there's
thematic cohesion.
Well, yes.
More into the process and product than the actual look of the thing.
Right.
Like, they'll all have some kind of, say... modeling paste or butter or stenciling or stamping. Because I just, when I get out a stamp, I just like to use one or two because I don't have room to have a whole bunch of them.
Oh, hi, Mama Juju. Amanda, the best stencils. Okay, so, my first question to you would be, what are your plans with the stencils? Like, are you talking about using them on the gel plate? Because that's kind of a different set of stencils, perhaps, versus, oh, well, no, I really like,
You should get puzzle.
Puzzle's a good one. But here's kind of a great set that will, if you're doing all sorts of things, the versatility of them would be any of the, like, stripper sets. Because you're going to get variety, and usually, or not usually, they are some of our most popular designs just in little strips. So then that allows you to play with those designs and then also utilize them on things like postcards, ATCs, or in your journal. Because they're really great for that because they're small. They're not like this big clunky thing that you have to, try to fit into places. So they are very versatile. Or even the ATC size stencils, once again, because they would be really great because if you are learning gel printing, and as we have recommended in our beginner videos, the 5x7 is kind of a great place to start. So those smaller stencils are perfect for those. And then that way you're not having to make a bunch of space for new products that you are just getting acquainted with. Now, if you are hey, I go big, go home kind of girl, and you got your 9x12 plate, then you should be thinking about probably getting more of the larger stencils. Now, as far as stamps, I would just think about what stencils are the ones that you like the most, and then find stamps that coordinate with those designs in a nice way. But yeah, I mean, that's really, truly, I think that's the smart way to go about them if you don't own any of our products. Like, it gets you a great in because you can get a variety of designs.
Or, look at what you're interested in. I mean, what you've done in the past or whatever, and take that as a departure point.
Yeah.
Because you could incorporate those stamps.
Yes.
So easily. And the other thing I would say is if you are working smaller plate, those smaller stencils, I use those smaller stencils all the time.
Yeah, little additions here and there, more mark making. Yeah, and so kind of like what Lori Brad Art Collective says, so abstract versus floral. I don't know, that's not necessarily true because some of the floral have a nice repeated pattern that you can utilize both ways. Like you could make the flower, or you could then utilize it in the full pattern that it is. He just did that with Eddie's latest ones, I think, that were out just this last month, that she taped off certain areas. So that became a highlight. And so if you have it in both sizes, because that was one of the beauties of those sets, is that you got the larger pattern in the 5x7, and then the pattern got smaller as you used the larger stencil.
I really, I love that.
I do too.
I don't know if that's a way to explain it, but the scale is important. Variety is important. And that one where I taped off those little parts on Eddie's, I love that because those are the big ones.
Yes.
And then I have the whole big stencil in the same pattern, but just a smaller scale. So I think it just depends on, you know, whatever it is that you're into. Now, I want to say one thing. It'll be easier on these larger leaves. But if I want to on these, and I don't think there's enough variety in these leaves, because these ones are all kind of yellow. But I did those in mind because of the kitty in the bush.
Kitty in the bush. Yeah. You want to show them your pouch because you talked about it and you pointed to it. Some people have seen it, but we have a lot of new people.
Well, here it is, folks. Let's get the leaves out of the way. But you will see more of what I'm talking about here about these leaves, other than just, you know, what I did here. Because here's the pouch. I've also got a bunch of stuff in here that I want to use with the pouch.
One nice thing about the pouch is it carries its own, you know.
It does. And I have some lovely prints that people have actually given me here in this pouch. And some that I found that I thought would be really cool. Now, just here's the flap. Okay?
Oh, and if that was all the leaf things, that would be really cool.
All these leaves just layered over this so that they just
love it.
But I still need to do some more interesting things because this was just the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, rattle out of the box.
If y'all want to know more about pouches, I think there's a whole playlist. I'm pretty sure I made a playlist of the pouches, or at least one of those. There was a lot of pouch making.
There was a lot of pouch making going on. We spent a lot of time on pouch making. Hey, where's the one with the disc? And you had put another one over there the other day. I saw you take off with that one. You were afraid I was going to give it to somebody.
No, I was like, hey, why don't I keep all the pouches together in case you start talking about the flipping pouches, and that way I don't have to, you know.
She's getting a little testy on me there.
Round up pouches.
Round them up.
That's what you
Head them out. Okay. All right. So here we have pouches. Here we have pouches. I was very proud that every single one of them was slightly different.
Oh, I don't think slightly. Some of them are vastly different.
Vastly. And this one employs one of our alcohol ink washers from when we first started.
No, Grace.
Well, we weren't even doing videos when we were doing alcohol ink, were we?
Yeah. Some of our our very, very first video
was alcohol ink.
Yeah, God, such a terrible
I'll tell you
video.
what, this sorry silk, those little fibers have a tendency to hang on. All right, where do you go? Oh, there.
Dawn, there isn't a time limit. Now, I will say, I think if you start streaming for a certain period, like, I mean, we go 2 hours. That's kind of the lengthiest that I'm aware of. I mean, I guess some gamers and whatnot, they go for hours upon hours. I don't know.
Yeah, we have one of those. But isn't that just beautiful? And this just is happenstance.
But it also has to do with your feed and what your capabilities are, because I think there's a certain, you know, kind of like what now, your system will allow for.
One has to go one way
Mm-hmm. Oh, great. Thank you, Mo. Mo put in a link to a starting place for the PM pouch videos. Yes.
And then one has to go the other way
Mm-hmm.
because that's the only way that you're going to get them to tie.
Oh, yes, of course. Jennifer says if you put textured gesso on the leaves, you could alter them with the colored pencils. Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so there's that little pouch.
I like that one.
I like that one too. I'm just going to hand them back to you.
Okay,
I'm afraid to put them down. I don't know what's wet over here. Now, this one's kind of still, I mean, the back of it's still kind of ho-hum. And I just thought, I sent off my black paper to my swap partner, so I'll have to figure out something else.
I'm sure that you can work something out.
This little thing here is from the inside to the, I think, kombucha.
Mm-hmm.
And this is string that I've had in for like forever. And I don't know. There's not really a whole lot of it. Oh, I guess
It's got some pieces and parts in there. Was this the one that you...
This one needs work.
Yeah.
Or I could send it to somebody else and they could work on it. We might put this in the giveaway with stuff inside to finish it.
And I have a whole box of IMPP stencils that'll probably be going into a giveaway or giveaways. We have the golden paint. So, be sure to share these streams, share them
see
over.
How this little hummer works? It's very complicated.
It is complicated.
It's very complicated. It's even complicated for me. But see, I still have the stuff, some of the stuff. Oh yeah, there's pieces and parts down in there. And then there's this stuff here that I was going to use. We'll just shove that in there. And I should add some of this kind of paper so that they could finish the back up.
Lori asks, anyone use Koniyaku powder to treat gel printed rice paper? I don't know what that is.
Don't know what it is.
So that's a no. But we are going to be doing some very exciting things with rice paper at some point this month.
Yeah, we are. Okay, Mariah, I'm not going to fiddle with that.
Thank God.
And now this one is wonderful. I spent hours on this.
Yeah, this is
because number one, it started off with the disc. This thing. It's actually two because it's sandwiched.
We don't sell. We do have artwork for sale over on the website. Those are going to be prints and they do come with mats. But as far as like finished pieces like this, no, we don't sell these.
Okay, so here's this. This is pretty interesting. Now, most of you already know this, but remember this was one of those pieces of tape that I used to get the stuff off the end of the gel print.
Yes.
And I just happened to save it because I thought it was quite remarkable.
And it was shiny.
And the nice thing about it is it glides through this little disc here really well. And I want to show, because we had some doubting Thomases on my ability to fill in the crack there with the Kintsugi. Yeah. Anyway, can you see that crack?
Mm-hmm.
And that occurred because of
Alice was very worried about if that was going to stay in. It's still in, Alice.
It's still in, Alice.
So far, so good.
Hey, and I need to bring
I don't know how.
Go get my little buttons over there.
I don't know how many people are fiddling with your stick, but
And I have a little rivet there.
Get your buttons.
Rivet.
I'm not getting your buttons.
Go get those buttons. I want to show everybody those buttons.
Where are they?
They're right over there, underneath the printer, which, has all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look in here, Mariah.
Good God, woman.
I don't know why these are in here, but there's a whole lot of really good prints here.
Because you were cleaning up.
I was, and I just stuffed them in there. It was a pouch situation. Okay, now here, remember these were the ones that I made using the hardened acrylic paint.
So y'all know when we were talking about that green goo stuff that she was, yeah.
That it's a button, and it's no longer squishy. It's hard as a brickbat. Look at that one. Look at the rustic quality of that. Hey Mo, check that out.
This is the poop button.
And then here, yeah,
one has
Mariah says
sprinkles.
it's like cat litter. I thought it looked like, as he said, a chocolate donut with sprinkles on the top.
Yeah, that sad one that nobody wanted gets left.
And these are just little, and they do have a bit of a sheen to them.
Yeah.
And then, oh, look at that. It has texture and sheen. I don't know what I was thinking about that. Looked like a little moon turd. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those papers on the art for sale. Yeah, because I moved it over to that category. It needed something, you know. But yes, those papers are made by Susan Gantz.
Okay, well, let's just look at these papers while we got them out here.
Okay.
I bet you haven't seen them for a while.
Oh, that is pretty good.
Oh my gosh, look at that one.
Yeah.
And that's done with some of that, you know, washout stuff.
And that is the Flower Meadow stencil by Carrie Griffiths. Those, the Buddha is by, those are the Flower Meadow. The Buddha is by Paula. And then that strip there is one of the ornate lace, which you actually get 3 of. I'm on it today, y'all.
Oh, check
And
that
that print was created by yours truly. When this one was out one day, I don't remember why, but I did that. And I did that one.
Look at that.
Those are on a stream. I didn't do that one.
Look at that. Nice.
Yeah, those are some pretty good ones.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's got shiny bits of gold all over. Bloody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is one of my colored pencil ones.
Well, those buttons, like, remember, that's like the dried up acrylic paint.
It's not dried up all the way, just almost.
It's malleable.
Like that one, this one right here, this would be a good candidate. It's just ripe. It's ripe for doing that.
Well, I don't know. You added some stuff to it. It may.
Oh, I
may
did.
not. Yeah.
Oh, look, it's softening it up.
Well, there you go. Maybe add a little bit more and you're well on your way to bringing it back to life.
Bringing it back to life. Holy cow. And this is that same, I really was on to that stencil for a long time.
See?
Yeah.
See?
There it is.
Some of y'all actually may have a few of these from packets because some of those went out.
Oh, yeah, some of them went. Oh, my gosh, look at that.
Oh, yes, that's some good stuff right
look
there.
At that.
And that is Vintage Paris.
I love Vintage Paris.
It's another good one. It kind of falls in that category of like puzzle and...
Oh, my goodness, look at this.
Yeah.
I should send this to Rhonda because she loves brown.
Rhonda, do you need another print in your life?
And it is hers.
No. Susan
oh,
Dufresne.
Susan
It's
Dufresne
vintage.
likes brown.
No. Rhonda likes brown. That is Susan Dufresne's stencil.
Ah. Okay, we've got 2 different people.
Yeah.
There it is. Just see, it's just picking up. And I can't remember whether I put that down first and then put the stencil on top.
And I don't think it was done on stream.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I need to take that out. Put that with my black.
I need that.
Need that. Oh, look at that. Isn't that special?
That was done during the, there was kind of a transition in projects. So that was done for the book, the tree book. But then it turned into, because this is actually available in the set of printables of the leaves. So yes, available digitally. as a print downloadable printable.
Well, I think that's really special.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I kept that, but it's a good background. Ooh,
oh, yes, that's the water. Mm-hmm.
Check that water out.
Choppy waters.
Oh, and look here. I just love when I put stuff together. This little piece of sari silk.
It looks so good with that.
And look at that print.
Now that should live inside the pouch because that's good.
That should stay inside the pouch. Ooh.
Are those paint skins?
No. This is, oh, look at this. I just love when I have little wads of stuff.
God, you know it's time,
I
right?
hope Susan's not watching.
It's time.
It's time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it's one last one. This is...
Well, those were starts to... Right?
And it was so cool, I didn't want to put it in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Because see the back of the bee here?
I helped with that somehow. I can't remember, but...
And this is from Judy P.
But you all, like, it had other things done to it.
No,
but yeah.
I didn't do anything to it.
That was just straight up.
She sent
so
it
cool.
just like that. Is it? And I just feel like all three of these go together.
Yeah, they're friends.
They need to go together. And I don't know what this purple stuff is here, but I put it in here, so I must have had a reason.
It's special.
It was special, too.
But it didn't require a note.
It didn't require a note. This looks cool.
Those actually, some of that was done on video, or there were cool pull, like, you know, just reels or shorts.
And I'm pretty sure that's Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but check this out.
We talked about this in a couple of different streams because it showed up in a couple different ones. This started out as just, you know, one of her painty, you know, 5x7. Actually, I think that's the wonky
paint
4x6,
projects.
but right. And so it left on the plate, but then she picked up some and then did the final pull, I believe, with the red.
I think so. Yeah. Pretty cool. Oh my gosh, look at the beautiful crazing there.
Mm-hmm. Now that is, I think that's really when you were starting to mess around more with your washouts, like making, you know, on the plate.
Yeah.
I love that one. That is so good. That stencil is by Devin. Oh, by Devin. And then there's ampersands. That one is by Becky.
Love that. Oh, I love this
your
too.
weird little
Look at this.
stampy thing that's on.
My weird stampy things with wonderful crazing.
Pieces and parts of...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it cut up choppy waters is what that is.
This is
a transfer, not a planned on transfer, but transfer. A sgraffito, some sort.
Oh, this is pretty cool. One of my
but very good.
Mm-hmm.
Right. A lot of times we'll put these in the giveaways as well.
Yes, I will. In fact, I'm going to just give you this one to put over there because I've got some in that box already. And here's Fran's Urchin with a whole lot of other stuff. Stampy stuff.
Piles of stuff that we've got to start putting into.
Isn't that lovely texture?
Y'all go out, share these streams, let your friends know. We got to get to 10,000 subscribers so we can offload.
And this is with the tape removal. Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous background? Oh my gosh, look at that. Looks like something under a petri dish.
That you did with the stamp? No.
With the stamp.
Which stamp?
Remember, I was stamping onto my Asian looking papers.
I know, but which stamp?
But this is the pickup from the stamp.
But which stamp?
It's Carrie's.
I don't think that is it.
I think so. Wiggles or squiggles or something like that.
Huh.
This is a paint mixing experiment. Pickup.
Gary Squiggle.
I don't know. It looks like, you know.
That one's Punctuation Parade.
Yeah. This one has actual texture.
Meshy squares.
There's some graffiti. I don't really know how that came about.
I don't either.
But boy, I love that blue.
Yeah, I do too.
This is some interesting stuff.
I think I want to say that you actually got paper stuck
Torn off.
and then you got it to come.
Then I got it to pick up on the next one.
Yeah.
That doesn't always happen, by the way. Here,
See,
look. Here it
here's
is.
the process of it.
Here it is. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Got to keep those together.
Yeah, that's why you did.
Oh my gosh, look, here's some stencils.
Good God. I think you were looking for those too. Those are Paula's trellis. What is the trellis ones?
I don't know. But
Flora trellis.
I used
believe.
it, and I'm going to keep these out because these need to
Yeah.
have some more layers to them because they're really cool.
Okay.
Okay, well, there's those three go together.
Sometimes you got to look in the pouch.
Yeah. Well, we have agreed. I don't, the other pouches I wasn't so much in love with, but I'm in love with this one, and I'm not getting rid of this one unless you want to pay $500, and then I'll sell it.
Consider it.
Because the number one, it has special.
I think it was the most.
first one.
It was the first one. It was the most documented. I believe.
It was the most documented, and I spent. I can't tell you. It was more than 8 weeks.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Because we had to wait a long time. This took a couple days to dry,
Mm-hmm.
and then it took some time to.
That's Puzzle. That's on. No, that's Desert Crack.
Desert Cracks.
But I think Puzzle's in the background.
Puzzle is here somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I used the little stamps.
All right, we're losing people. All right, guys.
Bye.
Thanks so much for hanging. We'll see you back here on Sunday. And yeah, we'll see you back here on Sunday. Bye.
Bye.